Hello and welcome to the latest of our reviews for the best map category for the 2017 mod contest for Farming Sim. The map we'll be looking at today is called Forgotten Valley. This map is a map written by a guy called Ready90. It's REDI 90. The map has a little story. You've been gifted this farm by your grandfather because he's too old to work it, and you effectively got a farm with a few fields, and that's kind of the backstory of the map. As per usual, the details for downloading the map from the contest website will be provided in the description. The same link is used to vote for said map. Our review, during the review, we will basically rate this from 1 to 5 and place our vote against the map as a result, and sort of doing our part. This map is designed for single player or multiplayer 2 to 3 people. It's small to medium sized machinery. It's got a lot of the standard things for Farming Sim. Looking at the log, there's no errors there, which is good, and we will just drop in, turn on flight mode and get out of there, and then we'll take a look around the map. So there's lots of these signs around this map, basically showing kind of the layout. It's essentially a map where we are kind of surrounded by mountains. We have a sum total of, what was it again, 24 fields, I think it was 24. And we have the standard fruit types, and we have 3 fields that we own. We own field 25, field 3, and field 11. They're kind of all over the map. 25's up here, 3's hidden here, and 11's here. The farm is in the middle here. In terms of equipment on the map, we start off with a Massey Ferguson MF 5600. A Fendt Vario 300, a Case 1660 axial flow, along with a Quasar F4 header, and a New Holland Varifeed 18-foot header. So we've got 2 headers for that combine. We have a FarmTech TDK 1600 trailer, a Horsch Terrano 4FX cultivator, a Great Plains 3P 1006 NT seeder. We have a Naverland Exacta EL 700 fertilizer spreader, 2 weights, both the 1100 size. We have a Pottinger Nova Cat 302 ED and a Bergman Repex 34S forage trailer. You will note there is no header trailer, so you're gonna have to sort of drag it around or buy a trailer. Okay, let's take a look around the farmyard. Got a number of these buildings here. This is basically a bunker building. We've got these the sliding doors, which I actually hate because they're so awkward to use. We've got shed here with our forage and mower in there. We have our silo. Down there we have our pigs. We've got more sheds here, by the way. Just open this door and take a look inside. There we go, workshop. We have these slidey gates, little roadway, and then we've got our pigs. Standard sort of pig stuff. Food is around here somewhere. There we go. There's water that side. and food on the other side. It's kind of surrounded by trees. We've got our slurry, we've got our manure, we've got a little sort of on the hillside, as it were, kind of stuff going on. That is our pigs. We have lots of signs around, so we've got the signs to say what they are. Got little map signs all over the place. So this is our silo. The silo has I think it was 100,000 capacity. Yeah. One thing we just missed doing, there are no animals when we start on this farm, and we have 10 sale points. We have our silo drop off here. We've got another shed. This is the big one, and then we've got our combine and our headers. We've got our chicken coop over here, more shed for storage. We have let's see, what am I looking for? There it is, our cows. Is that the cows or is that the sheep? Yeah, that's the cows. So we have a nice little bit of space in front that can put water down here. We have our cow shed, get inside here. This is milk pickup, if memory serves. Kind of stuck there a minute. Okay, that doesn't light up, it's just to kind of show you. TMR drop down here. Nice little trough, it's kind of well done. Nice little stone trough, that's quite cool, I like that. Nice little detail. This map does have a nice bit of detail on it. There we go, our grass location. Around the back here we've got a little shed which we can use for, well, it's used for the manure and the slurry. Got a nice little light here. I don't know how to change them, turn them on, but I guess they turn on when they're dark. Got a silage clamp here as well. So that is that. Now, one of the things I did note, I had a little run around this map earlier, and there is a spot on here for a placeable, a nice little spot that's probably big enough for a couple of placeables. I'm trying to remember which side of the farmhouse it's on. It's this side. So basically, just there next to the pigs, there is this nice little spot. This one, you could probably get a couple of placeables. Not sure what really you'd be able to fit, but you could definitely fit something on there if you wanted to put production on the like on the map. So let's take a spin around the farm, as it were. Let's head over here to the BGA, which is close by. This is a kind of standard BGA, pretty much. It has the silo king, above ground, of course, no tipping, and my pet annoyance. 2 silage clamps there, take about 3 million litres each, I think those models do. This is your digestate. You've got some storage sheds as well. 2 weigh bridges, which I think is a little bit weird, but hey, that's fine. I say it's got lots of storage on this bit. I would have personally kind of maybe got rid of one of these and just used the space for something else. Let's head over here to the spinnery. So this is the spinnery. We kind of dropped in the wall a little bit, but we're fine. Sell point, some very nice Austrian or Bavarian looking houses. They're very in keeping with the area. All the buildings seem to be well done. And so these are no different. Nice little fruit hedges here. They actually look like raspberries bushes. Everything has a gate and has a little sign. So you go, got the little sign there, tells you what it is. Let's head up here. can never remember what this means, but essentially it is a sale point, the building here. Just want to see if the modder has removed the text from the side. It doesn't look like it. They've left it missing, I think. They've not changed it. Let's see. Yeah, they've actually removed it. That's good. Okay. Getting a little sign, little road way up. And there's a lot of forestry on this map. There's, you know, every bit of this sort of colouring on the map is forest, and it's all wood you can cut, and you can, you know, attack it with a Scorpion King. It's none of these deciduous wood. Most of it is pine trees. So we're just next to field 25 as well. Let's head up to Farmer Hines. Farmer Hines is up here. It is a sale point, standard stuff. I'm not sure what that means, road signs, but it's a standard sort of sale point. I have noted that some of the sale points and some of the buildings have the default naming or whatever that has been taken from when they were imported from the sort of sample standard map. So the Emerson's livestock market is taken from Goldcrest. It's pretty standard naming. I would have preferred, as this is a sort of German map or Austrian or something like that, a German speaking map, essentially, I would have changed the name on the building. So we've got a standard sort of thing for there. I thought I just saw, there's a couple of trees here as well which are in the air. Not a big deal. Slight miscalculation, but not that terrible. It's going to make removing stumps a little difficult, possibly. I don't know how about cutting them as well. It could be hard work. So we've checked out Farmer Hines and the animal dealer, so let's head down here. This is another sale point, drop-off point. They've taken a model from Goldcrest again. This time Spunty's extended dogs, and we can sell eggs here as well. The top of a hill, I've noticed there was a couple of these cell towers, which add a nice little bit of detail to the map. We've got these lookout huts, as it were, in various locations as well, which look cool. There's a lot of, you know, the roads are really well done on here. They're not huge, super wide, but they're really well done, and they've got, you know, signs, and you know, this is a map where you've got a lot of windy roads on hillsides. So you've got crash barriers, you've got the little arrow symbols to sort of say, you know, danger, the right turn signs, all this stuff. It's really well done. And all these are hard signs as well, so you hit them, you're not going to go through them, so you will not accidentally drive down the side of the mountain. So next stop is this guy, which is basically the barn. Standard sale point for hay. It's a standard kind of American style barn. It kind of works okay here, and it's surrounded it with wood, oak trees, so it's kind of hidden a little bit, but it does look okay. Let's head over here to the store. Standard store kind of thing, big building, lots of space. There is a couple of grain and fertilizer sale points here. And this is a timed opening facility, so it is closed between I think it's 9 PM and 9 AM or something like that. It is on the sign out front. Let me go and check. Sorry, it's closed between 6 PM and 9 AM. So the in-game time at the moment is 7:45, and we can't get in, can't drive through these. We could probably buy something, we won't be able to get it out of the yard unless we reset it. Let's have a look at the sheep pasture. So here we are. Slightly different feeding troughs to normal. Got that nice little wood looking one, it is pretty cool. Water trough as usual, little sheep pasture, surrounded by trees as well, that's good. It's got a few trees and rocks in the middle there, that's not bad. Animal, and this is, so that one over there is animals. This is where you drop them off. And then this over here is where the the wool will spawn. A couple of storage bunkers there as well. Let's go to transport firma cruise. So this is a sell point, standard sort of stuff. As I mentioned earlier, some things have been imported directly from Goldcrest without any changes. This is one of them. Gomez Ridge Acres is from Goldcrest, and might have been an idea just to change the name on there, but it's fine. There is a high level of detail on this map, but there are little things that basically have let things down, as it were. But there is a high level of detail on this map. Again, petrol station, same thing. It is a Goldcrest favourite, and it has the Groovy Gasoline logos on there. And then we will take a look at the last of the sort of sell points. I think we've got that right, which is the Sagework. This is the sawmill at the lumber yard. Sell point for wood. It's got a train. Pretty much standard thing. On the other side there, you've got sale of wood chips, and you've got sale of wood on this side. The train is functional in the sense that you can send it off into oblivion to take wood somewhere. So wherever it is, press the button and the train will disappear off into oblivion behind that to the tunnel, and never to be seen again, I guess. I don't know. Off it goes, we'll wave it goodbye, and there we go. So the train is gone. There is minimal space around here, but there is a couple of places potentially you could drop stuff down in this sort of area. So what we'll do is we'll go into the middle, and actually no, what we'll do first is let's take a look at courseplay and the fields. We've got 3 fields. Field 3, let's check its size. It's 0.32 hectares. It's very small. We have field 11, that's 1.7. It's also pretty small. And next up is field 25 at 0.55 hectares. These fields on this farm are not big. We're not talking massive fields. I think probably the largest one will be maybe 16 at 3 hectares. Field 12 is 2.8 hectares. They're not huge, and we've got a lot of square fields, which is nice and easy to deal with, but we've also got a few misshapen fields, as it were. So ones with, like, field 20 for instance is kind of very rounded, and field 22 and field 9, field 21, 23, some of them are very rounded, some of them are very square. So we've got a variety of field shapes. If I was purchasing fields on this map, maybe you're looking at, say, field 1, which is close to the farm, it's 0.78 hectares, or field 2, again fairly close to the farm, that's 1.1 hectares. I'm not sure what that is. That's field 19, again that's fairly close to the farm. We will see size this is. That's 2.6 hectares. One of the things I have kind of noticed about this map is it would probably be really nice to actually have the mud mod on this. there's a lot of these tracks that would be really good for mudding if you had the mud mod. Just going through this, all this track line stuff here, and going through these trees, it'd be really good to do that. So let's head to the middle, and let's take to the air. Have a look around. So there are a couple of other little placeable spots. So we've got one there, and there is some of the fields are not not billiard table flat, but they're fairly flat, and so it may be possible to kind of turn over fields for placeables. There is a little bit of space, as it were, that could be used for that. Not a huge amount. This is a very compact map. As you can see, you're surrounded by mountains. It has been really well done. I do think this is a nice little map. There's a good bit of detail in there. There's a lot of forestry on this map. There is an awful lot of trees. I am actually, my mind boggles at the amount of trees on this map. So I'm a little forgiving of the odd tree that's floating in the air, because just look at the volume of trees here. Some of these fields are completely lined with them. We've got here, we've got some space around. You could essentially drop things down in some of these gaps. There's a nice little space there that's potentially there for logging. You could probably put a placeable sawmill down there, or you've got some options here on this map. This is quite a nice little map. It is well done. So when it comes to the review, I think we are going to give this map. I'd like to give it 4.5 stars, but I can't because we've got to go whole numbers. So I'm afraid I'm going to give it 4 stars. The reason for that is there's just a few little bits and pieces that break the immersion of the map. One of which is some of the imports that have been brought in. They've carried forward artifacts from essentially the Goldcrest map that these are coming from. I personally would have chosen maybe a different farmhouse, because that's the Goldcrest farmhouse. I would have probably chosen something a little bit different, maybe something more in keeping with the kind of feel of the map. There's that. Other than that, there's very little wrong with this map. I would have possibly lost a couple of fields and maybe made some space for placeables too. Some of the smaller fields, kind of for me, kind of say it's kind of a sort of mini waste, as it were. I mean, I could have maybe changed 14 into some sort of placeable space, or potentially done something with field 3 or whatever, and just kind of made something a little bit more with it. But this is a good map. It's we tested a couple, just finished testing the last couple we've done. We had everything was basically owned by you. This is good. This you can play. You can grow your farm here. You can start with your 3 fields and then work up, and you can play this kind of proper career mode type thing. It's a well done, kind of beautiful map. It's kind of nice countryside, as it were, with a good mix of different fields and challenge, as it were. So with that, I'm going to give this 4 stars. As per usual, description will have all the details of how to get the map. If you like this video and you found it useful, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of the series on the reviews for the mod contest best map category, please subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.